How we can turn the sun's energy via photosynthesis into animal food, into fertilizer, and how we can use this sorghum Sudan grass and how it's managed through animals, right? So we move these twice a day. They'll eat this down. We just moved them this morning. Pretty consistent. You give them about 11, 12 hours and they turn that into that. And why this is so great is these, even when they eat it down here, this plant will fire out of this swirl. And if we go back a few days, to here, that comes out of the swirl. It expresses into these bigger leaves. And we can defend the surface of the soil. So in an organic setting, I can't lay residual herbicides out here or glyphosate. It's how can we have offense as our best defense? So that kind of primes it for the chickens. They search through the larva, trample it down a little bit. And now we start taking back the days after chicken, and see how it gets darker and darker and darker because of all this manure and urine. So this is probably the most trampled down row here. You can see how it recovers all the way trampled down, and that sorghum's got all these tillers that make tillers. That's the phi math. It's awesome. You see that in the fractal nature of these hemp plants. So we focus on single, aggregate yield. But if we give everything space to express itself, as that's one thing I really like about Greg Judy. He talks about expression, and we can use it to our advantage. So, we're basically, since the sheep are starting to eat the hemp, we're going to get them out of here. We're going to let the sheep play, or the chickens play caboose, for 2 or 3 weeks, and then they're going to go into the corn. They can eat that. And anyway, everything's good. But think, we munched down from that into this plant available nutrients, and think about what's going on underneath the soil.